Picture this. Studio 8H, 30 Rock. It's October 11th, 2025.
Right, the energy in there, it's electric. Live broadcast pressure.
Totally. And the musical guest, role model Tucker Pillsbury, is right in the middle of the song. That huge viral hit, Sally, when the wine runs out.
Big track. Everyone knew it.
He pauses, does the signature line, "Where's my Sally tonight?"
And the place just erupts.
Because out from the side of the stage walks Charli XCX. Black leather, sheer tights, dark sunglasses. Just pure, deliberate, cool.
Yeah, a real entrance. But it wasn't just the look, was it?
Not even close. It was the shirt she was wearing, just a simple white t-shirt.
But with 3 words printed across it.
3 words that turned a fun surprise cameo into this instant cultural flashpoint. Everyone online immediately trying to figure it out.
Which brings us right to the core question everyone was debating.
Yeah.
Was this like Taylor Swift's most subtle diss yet?
Was Charli throwing a calculated punch in a sort of pop civil war, or was it something deeper, an artistic thing?
Welcome to the Deep Dive. We're here to take that stack of sources you gave us, the Starscope report, and really analyze these huge moments shaping Hollywood, music, pop culture.
And today our mission is to unpack the strategy behind Charli XCX's SNL moment. We're going to dissect this subliminal conflict that seems to be brewing between her and Taylor Swift.
Yeah, because that 30-second spot, it was dense. So much packed in.
Okay, let's get into it. The headline feels like a t-shirt, a cameo, and the weaponization of ambiguity.
That really nails it. So the context first. Role Model's debut, that's a big deal. And this Sally tradition he has is important for the surface story.
Right, he always brings out a surprise guest for that part.
Exactly. Hilary Duff's done it, Renee Rapp, Conan Gray, lots of people. So on paper, Charli was just the latest Sally.
Which gave her the perfect logical reason to be there on that stage. Plausible deniability from the jump.
Totally. And the performance itself, it was choreographed for maximum impact, right? She walks out, does a little dance.
Then takes off those dark sunglasses, puts them on Role Model's face, blows a kiss, and walks off. Bam!
Such a contained visual moment. Perfect for replays, for social media.
And the cover story was just chef's kiss. It was framed publicly as them squashing this funny kind of fake Sally girl drama from social media.
Yeah, stemming from a joke about her friend Troye Sivan being a previous Sally. It was all very playful online.
So that public making up narrative, it's genius, really.
Oh, absolutely. It gave everyone, the media, casual fans, a simple, non-confrontational reason for her being there. Oh, they're just resolving that funny Twitter thing.
Which let her pull off the real move with the t-shirt, almost unnoticed at first glance.
But why go for ambiguity if you have a solid cover story? Why not just wear something neutral?
Because ambiguity is the new power move in celebrity conflicts, isn't it?
It really is. Like if she wore a shirt saying Taylor's trash or something.
Yeah, career suicide, probably. Major backlash.
Overt. Right. But using a symbol with layers, that lets her send a really sharp message to those in the know, the fans, the culture vultures.
While keeping this ironclad denial ready for the mainstream press. What? It's just a shirt from the promo shoot.
Exactly. It maximizes the buzz, the engagement, the debate, while minimizing her personal risk. That's pretty brilliant strategically.
And the absolute genius of this t-shirt is that it held like 3 totally different but equally believable meanings, all packed into Max's Kansas City.
Okay, meaning number 1, this was the immediate gut reaction online, the provocation.
Yeah, you can't miss this one if you follow pop culture even a little bit. For what, 2 years now, Kansas City has basically been shorthand for Taylor Swift.
Because of Travis Kelce, the Chiefs. It's like her geographic signifier in the public eye.
Right, and the timing of this SNL appearance.
Oh, crucial. It was just days after Taylor dropped that track on her new album.
The one everyone assumed was aimed right at Charli.
So Charli showing up in a Kansas City shirt right after that. The fandom read it instantly as a comeback, as like a territorial marker.
Social media just exploded. I saw one tweet that summed it up perfectly. Charli on SNL in a Kansas City shirt. The girlies are fighting publicly.
Zero subtlety perceived there, right?
Yeah.
Despite the other possible meanings.
But those other meanings, that's Charli's escape hatch. Which brings us to interpretation 2, the collaboration cover story.
This is the plausible deniability part, and the facts support it, which is key. Role Model himself wore the exact same t-shirt in his SNL promo photos.
The ones released earlier that week.
Yep. And his latest album, it's titled Kansas Anymore.
Okay, so she can just say, hey, we were coordinating looks, it was part of his branding for the week, shared aesthetic.
Precisely. It allows her team, her reps, anyone official, to just brush off the feud talk as sand speculation. Officially, just matching outfits. Simple.
Okay, now for the third layer, and this one feels, I don't know, the most intellectually satisfying. The artistic homage.
Right. This is the deep cut. Vax's Kansas City wasn't in Missouri at all.
No, it was this legendary nightclub in New York City, way back in the 60s and 70s.
Hugely important place culturally. It was the spot for Andy Warhol and his whole factory crowd.
And crucially for Charli, it's where the Velvet Underground played their final shows with Lou Reed.
And Charli has been very vocal, hasn't she, about that whole scene, Lou Reed, that downtown NYC vibe being a major inspiration for her album Brat.
Absolutely. So wearing that shirt, it aligns her with this legacy of like raw, cool, transgressive art, punk roots.
Which creates this implicit contrast, doesn't it, between her chosen artistic lineage and, well, the more polished mainstream image of her rival.
It's like she's saying, you can have Kansas City, the heartland, the NFL games, the mainstream.
I claim Max's Kansas City, the birthplace of punk, the avant-garde, the real edge.
It reframes the whole conflict away from just gossip and charts and into this battle over artistic authenticity, high art versus commerce almost.
It's incredibly clever because she managed to hit all three notes. The provocation, the deniable collaboration, and the highbrow art reference with just one piece of clothing.
A masterclass in calculated celebrity narrative building. Seriously.
And if you're finding these layers of pop culture warfare fascinating, definitely hit that subscribe button. Because this SNL moment, it was really just the latest move in a conflict that's been playing out lyrically for a while now.
Yeah, the lyrical Cold War. That's been heating up. Sources suggest the opening shot was really Charli's track from Brat back in 2024, Sympathy is a Knife.
Right. The lyrics immediately got people talking. Especially the lines about feeling intense jealousy towards another female artist.
The lines that really fueled the fire were, don't want to see her backstage at my boyfriend's show, fingers crossed behind my back, I hope they break up quick.
Yeah.
Pretty specific.
Super specific. And the real-world connection was impossible to ignore. Charli's husband is George Daniel, drummer for the 1975.
And Taylor Swift had that very public, though brief, relationship with the 1975's frontman Matty Healy in early 2023.
So it provided this perfect, plausible, real-life scenario for the feelings in the song. Being backstage at her partner's gig, seeing her there, you can see why people connected the dots.
Okay, so fast forward to October 2025. Taylor drops her album, The Life of a Showgirl. And on it, the track Actually Romantic.
Which was almost universally seen by critics and fans as a direct surgical strike back at Charli.
And the specificity Taylor used, it was, pretty startling.
Yeah, lines like, I heard you call me boring Barbie when the Coke's got you brave. Wow.
And high-fived my ex and then said, you're glad he ghosted me. I mean, that's moving beyond vague feelings into direct accusations.
No more veiled references there. It's like, I know what you said.
But maybe the most, I don't know, savage part is the title itself.
Actually romantic. Yeah, because Charli's album Brat has that track called Everything is Romantic.
So Taylor using actually, it feels like a direct, kind of sarcastic dismissal of Charli's whole vibe. Like, oh, your romance is theoretical, maybe drug-fueled. Mine is actual.
It's dripping with condescension, but wrapped in this, like, sweet melody. Classic Swift move, some would say, reframing the whole thing.
Her main play seems to be positioning Charli's negativity not as a threat, but as obsessive flattery, total dominance through emotional jujitsu.
Right. She sings, it's honestly lovely, all the effort you've put in. No man has ever loved me like you do.
Oof. Basically saying, your hatred for me is so intense, it's actually a form of devotion. It completely neutralizes the attack by framing it as a compliment.
It's a power move. Dismissing the rivalry by acting completely above it, almost amused by it.
So how did we even get here? They used to tour together, didn't they? How did it go from tour mates to this lyrical battlefield?
Yeah, the history is tangled. Back in 2018, Charli was an opener for the massive Reputation Stadium tour.
Huge opportunity for her at the time. Massive exposure.
Definitely. But the first real public sign of friction came in 2019. Charli did an interview talking about the tour.
Oh, I remember this. She said something about performing felt like she was getting up on stage and waving to 5-year-olds.
Yeah. And even though she tried to walk it back later, saying she just meant it was different performing for an all-ages crowd, the damage was kind of done.
It got interpreted as really condescending towards Taylor's fans, right? Like she was too cool for them.
Exactly. It set up this narrative early on. Charli, as the edgy, critical artist, looking down on the big, mainstream pop machine. the brat versus the showgirl, even back
But
then.
then things really escalated with the fans, especially around chart battles.
For sure. In 2024, when Charlie dropped Brat, there was this huge fan theory and online accusations that Taylor strategically timed deluxe album releases in the UK, specifically to block Brat from hitting #1.
Whether it's true or not, it fueled so much resentment, this idea of deliberate chart blocking.
And that online toxicity unfortunately spilled offline. There were disturbing reports, videos even, of some fans at Charlie's shows chanting awful things like, "Taylor is dead."
Which is just jarring to see this high-level symbolic pop feud lead to something genuinely dark and nasty on the ground level.
It really is.
Yeah.
And to Charlie's credit, it's important to note, she shut that down fast. She went on Instagram stories, condemned it publicly, said, "I will not tolerate it."
Showing that, okay, the artist might be playing this calculated game, but there's a line. They recognize the need to control the real-world toxicity it can unleash.
Yeah, trying to keep the rivalry contained within the realm of lyrics and coded T-shirts, maybe.
So wrapping this all up, what does it mean for you, the listener watching all this? That SNL t-shirt, it feels like the perfect symbol of modern celebrity beef.
Totally. It's subtle, it has multiple meanings baked in, it lets the aggressor provoke while keeping that official denial ready to go.
Okay.
Confrontation wrapped in ambiguity.
And it really highlights this clash of personas we've been talking about. Charlie, the self-proclaimed brat, punk, edgy, using these complex codes.
Versus Swift, the showgirl, totally in control of her narrative, deflecting attacks, reframing criticism as this obsessive flattery from someone less important, asserting dominance through composure.
It's fascinating how these pop rivalries become their own content engines, right? Constantly generating new things to analyze.
And maybe the final thought here is that the really potent statements in pop music today, they aren't always the loud, direct declarations anymore.
It's the subtle stuff, the layered symbols.
Yeah, the things designed for fans to decode and debate endlessly online. This whole conflict feels like a Cold War, really, fought by proxy, through fans, through media interpretations, all trying desperately to pin down one single meaning.
Which, maybe, is exactly the point.
You've been listening to The Deep Dive, where we uncover the stories shaping Hollywood, music, and pop culture.
Thanks for tuning in. And don't forget to subscribe for more stories that keep the stars shining.